Hey guys, I know we're getting fancy with the double upload. So I already did my base, so now I'm just going in with the Wet n Wild liquid eyeshadow from the Gothographic collection, and it's that really pretty, what I call like the lunar shade, where it's like blue purple. It's really pretty, and it's honestly my favorite eyeshadow, and I'm putting it all over my lid and in my inner corner and a little bit above where my crease is so that it shows when my eyes are open. And something to note is that I used a bit of shadow, brown shadow, before filming on my crease just to deepen it before using any of the purples. And now I'm lining my lips using the method I usually use just to make them look very big, because I want to look like a real life catfish and make my lips look bigger than they really are and fuller than they really are, because that's just, I don't know, that's just my style and what I like. Now going in with a fluffy brush, I'm using the James Charles palette and mixing the magenta shade with the purple shade directly underneath it and blending it into my crease and on my lower lash line a little bit in a second, but right now I'm just focusing on making both sides look even right now. With a tapered brush, I'm going in with those same two colors on my lower lash line, and I'm only going about halfway because I want to keep my eye look more open, because that's just my personal preference. Some people prefer the closed eye look, but I personally like my eyes to look really big. And now I'm going in with those same two shades and blending it out and blending into my crease and blending it out more so that there aren't really any harsh edges. Now with that same tapered brush, I'm going in with the darkest purple and going on the very outer corner of both of my eyelids to deepen it, and on my lower lash line, on the very outer corner of my lower lash line, and I'm blending it out with a bare brush. Now with that same brush I just used, I'm covering it in the lightest pink shade, and I'm blending it on the edges of my eyeshadow look, near my temple, and on the very top of my cheek, near the outside of my face. This is making sure that there are a bit of naked spaces that aren't really naked, but that aren't covered in blush next to my nose. And that's just the kind of aesthetic I was going for. I'm going for a more sad girl aesthetic for this look. And now I'm going in with that blue shimmery shade and taking the tiniest amount and putting it on top of my cheekbones. And now I'm gonna go into the Wet n Wild highlight, and it is absolutely amazing. It's very creamy. I love it so much. And I'm putting it on my cheekbones, my nose, my cheek, and the very inner corners, and where I want the sort of tear effect to be. So near my outer corner, but not directly on my outer corner of my lower lash line. And now I'm going in with a flat brush and using the very blue shade and creating a sort of blended triangle downward, which is sort of like a tear effect on top of where I just put the highlight. And now using that same blue shade and the same brush, I'm going in my lower waterline to give myself a blue lower waterline just because it makes me look like I'm tearing up a little bit more. And honestly, I really like this look. It's like a very space-inspired sad girl makeup look, and I really like it. And I go a little bit into the outer and inner corner, outside of my waterline, just to make my eyes look longer. And now I'm doing eyeliner, and I'm doing a very thin eyeliner compared to what you guys are used to me doing. And this is more of my like everyday eyeliner. This is usually what I do, and it's sort of more down tilted than I usually do too, just to make me look more shy and a bit more sad, because that's what I want to portray with this look. This is a very artsy look, something I'm not really used to doing, but I think it ended up really cute, and I would honestly wear this out in public without any problem. And I don't bring the eyeliner all the way to my inner corner. I only bring it about halfway, and I do a dot on my lower lash line in the very center, and I do the world's tiniest dot on the center of my upper lid. And now I'm doing my eyebrows. If you guys saw my previous video, you know that I've been using eyeliner to sort of outline my eyebrows, and this is what I used for this one because I wanted a very defined eyebrow. And I make my eyebrows a bit shorter than I normally would for this look because I wanted my face to look more towards the center, if that makes any sense. And that's, I don't know, I just felt like longer eyelashes would look out of place with what I had in mind. Now I'm doing my other eyebrow more carefully because I actually want the cut in my eyebrow to show up. And I'm using some more eyeshadow to fill in the center of my brows. And after this, I just sort of make my eyebrows look more symmetrical by adding a little bit to the front of the previous brow, my left brow. At this point I'm almost done. Now I'm using Powder Puff Lippy in a sort of dusty purple shade. And I am not being shy with my lippy at this point because I wanted it to look very neutral, because I wanted my eyes to be the sort of center of attention. And now I'm just kind of contouring my almost invisible collarbones and highlighting them afterwards, just to, I don't know, add a little element to the look. And now I'm adding some of Bretman Rock's mascara once again because, oh my gosh, it is my absolute favorite mascara. And for the bottom lashes, I'm kind of trying to get them to clump a little bit more to get that sort of I've just been crying lower mascara look. If you've cried with mascara on, you know what I'm talking about, how just random clumps show up where there weren't clumps before. Except I didn't want to have any mascara running on my face. I might do a makeup look where it actually looks like I've been crying in the future, just for fun, but for today, I'm just going for the sad girl aesthetic. And now I am going back in with that highlight and popping it on top of where the tear sort of things are. And after doing that, I use some setting spray, some matte setting spray from Makeup Revolution, and here is the final look. I really enjoyed doing this video for you guys, and it didn't take as long as I thought it would, so this is my second upload for today. I know, it's so crazy. I'm like a real YouTuber now. I hope you enjoyed this look, and if you do it, please let me know, and subscribe if you're new and if you want to. Thank you. Bye.